Okay, hey guys, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the live stream. We're just going live on Instagram as well. Just give me one moment. And we should be live right now on Facebook. So, guys, do me a favor, just comment if you can see this. YouTube, Facebook should be live. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get my Instagram to work. Doesn't seem to want to connect. One moment. Okay, it's just loading. Okay, excellent. Now we're live. All right, so thanks so much for being here, guys. We're going to go for about 30 minutes. And I want to talk to you guys about Strive in 2021 and your goals and how Strive can help you achieve your goals. So you should be able to see the screen back there. Just let me position everything. So we've got 3 live streams going now. So hopefully you can see that okay. But I want to talk to you guys about what we're going to do with Strive in 2021 and moving forwards as well, 2022, because we've got some big things planned with it. So Strive, in case you haven't heard, is my new company. It's what I'm now going to focus on. And when I commit to a company, when I start something, I pretty much go all in. The last 10 years, almost 10 years, I spent single-mindedly focused on one company. It became my obsession in life, and it was really all that I focused on. And this is going to be no different. So I started this in the last few months. I just want to make sure you can all see my screen. Just give me one moment. Okay. Okay. So I started this in the last few months. And what Strive is, I'll just give it to you in a nutshell. It's essentially a blend between the online training platform and the live event model. 2 different areas that I've got a lot of experience in, and that's what I used to do in the past. Strive is going to be focused on some different niches. That's one thing that really separates it from a lot of different online learning platforms. It's very wide as far as the niches go. There's 3 main areas. There's career skills, life skills, and health and wellness skills. And I'll get into that in just a moment. But inside each of those broad areas, we're going to have a whole lot of different quality training products. These are products that we produce exclusively for Strive. They're not products that we buy or we repurpose or we license or anything like that. They're products that we record here. When I say here, right now I'm in Costa Rica, and we've been filming numerous courses right here in this room, some of them outside as well. So we've filmed about 13 courses so far. We're filming on average about 1 per week. And the goal is to ramp that up to doing a lot more. Soon we want to be doing 2 per week, 3 per week, and beyond. And the reason why we film them here, it's a whole lot more work. It's a lot more editing. There's a lot more headaches with it. It's just a lot more involved than having people create courses at home and upload them. But the reason why I want to film them here is because we can maintain the quality. We can handpick the trainers. We can control everything when it comes to production, and we can make sure the quality level is incredible. Okay, so Strive, like I said, is focused on 3 main areas. Now, when we are talking about career is very broad. We're focused mostly on technical skills that are going to help you in your career. So, for example, recently, 2 weeks ago, we filmed a front-end web development course. That is a course that's designed to help you as a beginner learn everything you need to know about building websites professionally using platforms like WordPress. So this was a 41 lesson course that we filmed. Each lesson goes for about 10 minutes. And the trainer that we had, he's a professional website designer. So he came here and we filmed the whole thing. And he walks you through step by step how to create, how to design professional websites. And this is based on his experience. He's been doing this for 10 years. So that's an example of a career skill. I was talking to someone just a couple hours ago, and they told me that they want to learn video editing. So they want to come to one of our live events in 2021, which is going to be on video editing. I'll talk about that in just a moment. They told me that they want to focus specifically on a program called DaVinci Resolve. Now, the DaVinci Resolve, if you haven't heard of it, it's a tool that video editors use specifically for color. So, for example, if you've ever seen movies like Joker, right? Joker. If you watch a movie like that, the colors are very unique to that movie. If you watch any really well-made Netflix series, you'll notice that the colors are very meticulous. I was just watching one called The Queen's Gambit. I just finished last night, in fact. But a good documentary, or a good series, I should say, any good film or editing, the colors are very specific. So there's different software programs out there. So when I say that Stripe's going to offer you technical skills, most of it is going to be around using specific different software to do things that companies need you to do and that are in high demand. These are skills that if you can possess these skills, if you can list them on your resume, you really know the skill. It's going to help you in your career. It's going to help you a lot. And especially after 2020, after this pandemic, I think a lot of people have realized that you need to diversify your skills. You need to have skills that you can fall back onto. You need to have skills that are in high demand. So another course that we have is all about video editing. Well, in the last 6 months, video editors, if they're good, they've had plenty of work. Okay, they've had plenty of work, even during this pandemic. So that's what I say when I talk about career skills. There's a whole lot of different softwares out there, and each of them requires specialized knowledge. So what we will do as a company is we're going to find genuine experts in each of these different softwares. They're going to come here to our film studio. We capture everything they know into a training product, professionally produce it, make it really good, and then it's available to you as a Strive member. And I mean, there could be hundreds. One day there could be thousands of products because there's a lot of different softwares out there. For example, Adobe. You've all heard of Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe's got something like over 50 different softwares. That's one company. So you can imagine all the different major software companies. Each of their main softwares requires specialized knowledge. You can learn those skills. You just need a good teacher. You just need to invest the time, and you need good training. That's what Strive will do for the career skills. Now, life skills is quite a bit more broad. Life skills could be anything from public speaking, could be becoming a better communicator. It's incredibly broad. It could be learning a new language. I'm going to show you in just a moment some examples of courses that we have that are under that category of life skills. Health and wellness is fairly explanatory. Okay, so if you want to get fit, you want to get in shape, you want to feel good, you want to be healthy, we're going to have really good programs that will be accessible to you as a Strive member. Okay, so let me show you some of the courses we have so far. Now, keep in mind, guys, we just got started in the last few months. We just started recording and producing these courses. So there's going to be a lot more. This one is called Master Video Editing and Production. This is a 180-day course. Each lesson in the course goes for about 5 to 15 minutes. And I filmed this course over 6 months. It took me 180 days. I made a video lesson every day, but it focuses on you learning how to use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit videos professionally. Okay, so if you ever wanted to pursue that career, or maybe you just want to edit videos for yourself. So that's one. We have a course that we just got done called Professional Website Design Essentials. This is you learning how to design professional looking websites. We have one called Foundations for Front-End Web Developers. Now, some of these courses are going to be for beginners. Some of them will be for intermediate. Some will be advanced. So some of the courses you see on the Strive platform, they are going to have prerequisites, which will be other courses you have access to. So you've got to go through an order because the knowledge will build upon the previous knowledge. In the health and wellness category, we have Fit and Toned. So this is a body weight course that we filmed last week. In fact, we had a man who's 53. He looks like he's about 40, probably even younger. And he's in incredible shape. And he filmed this 30-lesson course, which was all about body weight exercises. Okay, body weight exercises. We're going to have a lot more. Okay, that was our first fitness course. We're going to have a lot more as we go because the fitness niche is enormous. And there's no one way to get fit or to get healthy. So there's going to be a lot of different courses. And as a Strive member, you'll have access to all of them. We have a course on biohacking coming soon. We have a course on public speaking. This is one of those skills that if you can learn how to be a more influential, powerful public speaker, it's really going to help you in your career. There was a time in my life where this was the last thing I ever wanted to do. I did not want to ever give a public presentation, but I forced myself to start and to learn the skill. And I'm certainly no professional at it, but in the last decade or so that I've been doing it, it's really helped me a lot. It's taken me all over the world, and this is one of those skills that if you can learn the skill, it really will make everything easier in your life. It could be public speaking at your workplace, in a meeting of just you and a small handful of people, or it could be you on stage delivering a presentation to hundreds or thousands of people. The trainer who came and taught this more than a month ago, he came here, a 30-lesson course. He's been doing this for several decades. And he's one of the best public speakers I've ever seen. We have another course called Become Unstoppable. Now, this is a course all about overcoming extreme adversity, okay, overcoming really difficult times. This is something I know a little bit about, especially after the last few years. So this is one of those skills where if you know the strategies, if you know the mindset to overcome challenges in life, I'm not talking about small, petty challenges. I'm talking about those challenges which maybe come along once a year or once every 10 years or once in a lifetime. If you can overcome them, that's a very useful skill to have because a lot of people can't. And they come up against an enormous challenge and it knocks them down. And they stay down for a long time. So this is a course I'm particularly looking forward to. We're actually going to have a live event on this as well, where I'm going to be inviting inspirational speakers who've been through some of the worst situations you can possibly imagine. They came out the other side and they went on to thrive. And they're going to be coming here to present to you. And you're going to be able to come here to Costa Rica, attend these live events, have all your accommodation, your food, drinks, everything included for you and a guest, 7 days, 6 nights. You'll see in just a moment. I'll talk about that. We have a course on meditation that we filmed. We have a course on NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. We have a course coming soon on negotiation, okay, becoming a better negotiator. So you can see there's a wide variety of different courses. All of them are going to be professionally produced here. They're added to your Strive back office. And as a member of Strive, you will get access to all of them and all the new ones that we have coming soon over this year. Now, there's a lot of different online platforms out there. What separates Strive from all of them is that it blends the online training world with the live event world as well. So here's how that works. There's something called seminar vacations. I've been doing seminars for a long time now. I hosted my first seminar, I think 2012, might have even been 2011, but 8 years ago. And since then, I've done hundreds of seminars all over the world. Some of them small, some of them for hundreds of people in major resorts in different countries. And I love seminars because going to seminars myself, some of my biggest learning, my most, what's the word I'm looking for? Where I learned something that allowed me to just catapult to a whole new level in my career. Some of my biggest aha moments came from live events, not from watching courses at home. So I love going to seminars as an attendee. I love putting on seminars and finding incredible speakers and just creating that whole experience. So when I started Strive, I wanted to blend those two worlds. The online training so that you could have access from anywhere, anytime, watch the training, improve your life, but also have a live event to look forward to. But I'm not talking about a live event at the local Holiday Inn in the city. I'm talking about a live event in some foreign country that you want to go, some tropical, faraway destination, staying at a beachfront resort and having all the perks, a nice room, all your accommodation included, all the food included, the whole experience, all the different activities. So that is what a seminar vacation is. It's half live training event where you're learning a new skill, and it's half vacation experience. Now, all of the Strive seminar vacations go for 7 days, 6 nights, all of them. And they include everything for you and a guest. So all you have to do is show up. Food, drinks, entertainment, everything is included for you and a guest. Now, the way it works with Strive is you're going to be getting seminar vacation points. And you don't have to do anything to get the points besides be an active member of Strive. You don't have to do any work beyond that to earn points. You automatically receive points every month. Now, you've got two options. You can become a monthly member or you can become an annual member. I'm going to recommend you become an annual member because you get a discount. But also, as an annual member, you receive all of your points for the year straight away from day one. As a monthly member, you're going to get 1 point per month. Now, you need 6 points to attend a seminar vacation. As an annual member, you'll get 12 points from day one, meaning you can go to 2 seminar vacations. There's one every month scheduled in 2021. They're all on different topics. I'm going to show them to you in just a moment. But you and a guest, as an annual member, you would have 2 of those to look forward to. And you would have 18 months as an annual member to use your 2 seminar vacations. So you could come to Costa Rica early in 2021 for 7 days, 6 nights, and then you could come to your next one at the end of 2021 or even in 2022. It's completely up to you. You don't have to do anything to get the points besides be an active member. That's it. As an annual member, you get 12 points from day one. Let's talk about some of the events. So the very first seminar vacation we have is January 19th. That is the Video Creators Workshop. It is going to be right here in this room. Right here in this room. So right now I am at a hotel in Costa Rica, a beachfront resort. And this room, you're looking at the stage right now. So we've got a big screen up there. We have a big screen here. And you can't see it, but out in the audience, there's room comfortably for about 50 people, tables, chairs. This is the room that we're going to be holding the training in. Now, for 7 days, 6 nights, we'll spend half of our time here training. This will be all about video editing, okay? All about you learning professional video editing skills from professional video editors, people who do this for a living. The other half of the time, we're going to be out there doing the fun stuff, going and seeing Costa Rica. I'm going to take you to the very best tourist spots, and I'll tell you in just a moment what they are. But this one's going to be January 19th of next year. It's coming up really soon, just over 2 months. So it's almost here. 7 days, 6 nights, like all of them. And then in February, we have our second one for the year. Now, in February, we have the Internationalization Seminar Vacation. And now I'm coming up with a better name, so the name might change in the next couple of weeks. But this is all about you diversifying your life over multiple countries, having multiple residences, if you so choose, taking advantage of different prices in different countries. Your dollar, whatever currency you're earning right now, there's other countries, other economies that you can go to where your dollar might stretch 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as far. So when people talk about living a global lifestyle, that's what we're referring to. Now, I myself, I've been living that kind of lifestyle since 2014. I moved to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2014. And since then, I've lived all over the world. I've lived here in Costa Rica for quite some time. I've lived in numerous countries throughout Asia. I've lived in some other places. When I say lived, I mean got an apartment and stayed there for not just a holiday, but for a longer time. And the reason why I did that, number one, experiencing a lot more different cultures. It's just a lifestyle choice. I like to do that. But number two, I mean, you don't have to be constricted to where you are. So, for example, if you don't like the cold weather and it gets freezing where you are, then you might consider having part of your year spent in a tropical destination. So there's that. There's actually where you live, where you reside. But it goes far further than that. There's also other things. So we're not going to talk about business taxes, but for example, personal taxes, you can earn in one currency from a company you might be working virtually for as an employee or independent contractor, whatever you are, and you can be spending in another currency. There's a lot of different things you can do. So the trainer that we have teaching this, he's someone who is a true specialist in this. There's a website called escapeartist.com. Escapeartist.com. Go and check that out. Escapeartist.com. The main guy behind that website, his name is Mikkel. He's going to be coming here in February, and he will be teaching the entire seminar vacation. He will be our keynote speaker. This is someone who knows this topic extremely well. Now, since you're coming to Costa Rica, we'll also look at options for you moving to Costa Rica or setting up part of your life in Costa Rica if you so choose. But there will be many other countries as well. It won't just be Costa Rica. Okay, we have another one on fitness, health, and biohacking. This is another seminar vacation where the whole thing is going to be devoted to your health. So it's going to be full on. We're going to have training, fitness training. Doesn't matter what your age is, what your fitness is, there'll be something for everyone. But we'll have personal trainers here. And the goal is you show up, we take your vital stats, and you pick what is your goal by the end of it. And so for 7 days, 6 nights, we'll have a lot of fun. But we will be working pretty hard. It's going to be a genuine boot camp. The food will be amazing, but the food will be very healthy. So the outcome of this is that you learn a lot, but you also start practicing these good habits with your health while you are here. So fitness and health, we're going to have a lot of different online training products in the Stride membership platform, but we're also going to have live events focused exclusively on this one topic. This one here, I'm particularly looking forward to this one. This is called Become Unstoppable. So for this event, 7 days, 6 nights, like all of them, I'm going to be inviting trainers, people who have been through horrific challenges and come out the other side and gone on to do incredibly well, gone on to thrive. I myself went through some really tough times in the last 2 years, and I will talk to you about some of these things that happened in detail at this event. I'll be speaking for quite a bit of it. But when I was going through my challenges, one of the things that got me through it day by day is I started to seek out people who'd been through even worse challenges. And that was difficult to imagine at the time. But I began to find out who these people were. So, for example, Nelson Mandela, right? Nelson Mandela. Think about the challenges that he went through, being in prison for all of that time. I don't even know how long it was, but it was a long time. And you think about that and you think about how is it that someone like that can go through that much hardship and such difficult times and come out the other side and still have that passion, still have that drive, still go on to accomplish extraordinary things. When I was going through my difficult times, I wanted to learn about their mindset. How did they get through it? What were their strategies for getting through it? Once they got through it, how did they rebuild? So I love hearing those stories, not just for inspiration, but from the practical side of it as well. Because one thing I know for sure, every single one of you watching this, you've been through challenges, but perhaps the worst challenges are still to come. You never know. You never know what's around the corner. So being able to equip yourself to deal with these kind of challenges, even far greater ones than you've faced up until this point, this is a really useful skill to have. So this will be a 7 days, 6 nights seminar vacation. We're going to have one of these in 2021. I recommend you get to it. But this will be one of those events that really could be life-changing based on the people that you hear from. So there will be numerous speakers there. I'm going to be very selective about who we choose. They're people who've been through extraordinarily difficult times, but they've made it through and they've come out to go on to accomplish even bigger things. We have a meditation retreat. So if you want to learn how to meditate, and obviously not from me, most of these topics I am not an expert in. So I'm going to be finding the very best people that I can find to teach you. This is something that I'm passionate about. I'd like to look through all the different experts, interview them, find out, go and look at all of this stuff, find out who knows what they're really talking about, and then I invite them to come and share that knowledge with you. We have another one on speed ring, memory improvement, optimal brain performance. This is all about you functioning at a higher level, being able to process information faster, retain information for longer, make better decisions. So there's a lot of different topics we have. Now, this is the schedule, and I realize it's too small for you all to see, but I have this up on the website. If you go to strivecourses.com/schedule, you can see them all. strivecourses.com/schedule. Now, let's talk about the format of each one. So each one goes for 7 days, 6 nights. And like I mentioned, it's for you and the guest. It's all inclusive. You're not paying extra for the seminar vacations. It's included with your membership. Remember, as an annual member, you're getting 12 seminar vacation points. You need 6 points to attend a seminar vacation. And each seminar vacation is 7 days, 6 nights for 2 people. So as an annual member, you get 2 of what I'm about to show you. Now, as a monthly member, you're going to wait 6 months until you have enough points. So my suggestion is become an annual member, get the points from day one, and then you've got 18 months until they expire, a year and a half, and you can pick and choose which 2 seminar vacations you want to go to. But this is how it's going to go. So you will arrive on day one. I think we just lost Instagram. Just give me one moment. I'm going to have to start that again. My phone is full, so try that one more time. I got 3 different devices going here. My phone, it's so full of videos because I've been doing a lot lately that the live stream's cut out. Okay, never mind. All right, so we'll keep going. So we got YouTube, those of you on YouTube, and Facebook, okay? So let's continue. So, all right, so day one, you're going to be arriving in the afternoon. So you and a guest, you're going to fly into San Jose International Airport, and we'll be waiting for you. One of our staff will be holding up a big sign. It's going to have your name, your guest name. So we'll have all the transport arrived. We then take you to the resort. It's about a 90-minute drive, so everything's included. When I tell you guys that you can put your wallet away when you arrive, I really mean it. You're not going to need it until you get back to the airport and leave. Everything is included from that point on. Okay, it's all included with your membership. So when you arrive at the resort, there's going to be you, there's going to be all the other guests, and everyone's going to be in the same boat as you. They're a member of Strive. They're possibly coming to their first seminar vacation. And we'll have our big welcome dinner. We'll have the big welcome ceremony. So normally that goes until about 10 p.m. You'll get settled into your room. You can expect to have maybe 30 to 40, possibly up to 50 people at each seminar vacation. So not too big, not too small. By the end of it, normally you get to know every other attendee there and you'll form some good friendships. So the very next day, we're up at 7 a.m. 8:30 a.m., so breakfast 7 a.m. to 8:30, but 8:30 a.m., we're going to be right here in the seminar room, and we're going to get right into it. We have 5 hours per day of training. So we go from 8:30 to 1:30, and we'll have breaks, but we're going to work pretty hard because there's a lot to learn, and we've got 7 days to teach you, so it's going to be very hands-on. This particular one, January 19th, is the Video Creators Workshop. So you will need your laptop. You will need Adobe Premiere Pro, the software that we use to edit videos. And there's going to be numerous trainers coming up here on stage. They're going to be sharing their screen with you, walking you through how they do edits. But then they are going to expect you to go and do your own edits. So you also need to bring your camera. If you don't have a DSLR camera or a fancy professional camera, no problem. Your phone is more than adequate. You can make some very professional videos with the phone if you know how to use it. So we're going to be out and about, walking around the resort, the gardens, practicing. The trainers are going to be there, looking over your shoulder, showing you the movements, showing you correct framing. We'll come back in the seminar room, and this will be very practical, very hands-on, not theory. None of these events are going to be giving you a bunch of theory. It's going to be very practical, very hands-on for every single one of them. We have lunch at 1:30 to 2:30. At lunch, everything is included. Now, 2:30 p.m., we all get in some vans that will come here, nice vans, and we're going to go off to the jungle. It's about 20 minutes away. When we get in the jungle, we're going to go see an incredible waterfall. They've got some amazing waterfalls here in Costa Rica. Now, our video team and our photography team will be there with us, which means that whenever we take you to these activities, you can focus 100% on being there in the moment. And at the end of it, you're going to get a copy of all the videos, photos, everything of your whole experience. Now, besides the waterfall, then we're going to go zip lining. Now, the zip lining is where you're going through the jungle from treetop to treetop, holding onto these handlebars suspended on a steel cable. It's the best way to see the jungles in Costa Rica. It'll get the adrenaline going, but it's perfectly safe. So you and your guest, the whole group will be there together. When we get back to the resort around 6:30, we have a traditional Costa Rican dinner, okay? And then we have cocktails, and then we have a late night movie, popcorn here in the seminar room. It's a movie night, but it's work, okay? It's a case study. We're going to be watching a film, and then the very next morning, back in class, we'll be talking about it. We'll talk about specifically the edits and the color used. Early start the next day, 6 a.m. on the beach. You and your guest and everyone else, surf lessons. You're going to learn how to surf. We've got 90 minutes to teach you as a absolute beginner. I'm assuming most of you are beginners like me. And the goal is to get you standing up on a surfboard within 90 minutes. The trainers are very good at it. I did a lesson a couple of months ago with them, and they got me standing up. So we'll do that right on our front beach here, so you don't have to go too far away. Work up an appetite. You'll have breakfast 7:30 to 8:30, and then 8:30 a.m. we're back in the training room. We're going to spend the next 5 hours working hard on transitions, taking your transitions and your video edits to the next level. We then have lunch. After lunch, we're all going to get on these ATVs. Now, ATVs are those four-wheeler motorbikes. So you'll have one, your guest can be on the back, or you can be on the back, or you can have one each. We'll work that out, but typically we'll do couples, okay? Now, if you want to attend one of these seminar vacations by yourself, that's okay as well. Typically about 1/3 of the guests will come by themselves. I myself, I usually travel alone, so I understand that. But you'll have an ATV, and we go off up the beach. We go into the jungle. They're a lot of fun. We then have an afternoon pool party. And then we have Mexican dinner that night, followed by optional karaoke. The next day, it's yoga on the beach at 6 a.m. This is for those of you as well who've never done yoga. So that's at 6 a.m. on the beach. You'll get to witness an incredible sunrise. We then focus in the training room. We're going to focus on color. Color is an enormous part of video editing. And it's really what separates your videos and makes them look truly professional from average or amateur. Now, after lunch, we're going to take you to go taste chocolate and coffee. Chocolate and coffee come from Costa Rica, particularly because they grow the plants here. They have coffee plantations, and they grow the chocolate plant cacao. So they have some incredible chocolate and coffee here. So we'll go to a farm. You'll get to taste it right from where they produce it, and that's always popular. And then we have horseback riding on the beach on sunset, and then we have a seafood dinner followed by bar hopping in the local town of Paco. The very next day, we're going to be back in the training room. We focus on incorporating story into your edits. That afternoon, we have whitewater rafting. You and your guest, whitewater rafting. We come back to the resort after that, gourmet burgers for dinner, and then we have a live band performing here. And finally, on the last day, actually the second last day, we focus on speed, editing faster, so that you can get more work done and produce better edits, spend more time on each one. And then we're going to go to Manuel Antonio National Park. It's one of the most famous national parks in Costa Rica. We then have a sunset cruise, and then the very next day is the last day. This is day 7. On this day, you can sleep in, relax, walk up and down the beach for the last time, and then we're going to take you back to the airport and you would fly home. Okay, so that is your typical seminar vacation. Remember, as an annual member, you get 2 of those. Each one is going to be on a different topic, so no 2 will be the same. Now, all of them next year are going to be held at this resort, Sunset Del Mar Beach Resort in Costa Rica. This is an incredible place to host these events. So it's 23 rooms, not too big, not too small. The photo you're seeing here, this is the outdoor restaurant overlooking the Pacific Ocean. So you get some incredible sunsets there. And the food's going to be incredible. So we're going to have chefs here who know how to cook international cuisine. Every meal is going to be different. Every dinner will have a different theme to it. So when I do events, food is very important to me because I know that if you love the food, chances are you're going to love the event. Food is really important. So now also, there is a swimming pool here. So if your guest doesn't want to attend all the training rooms, for example, all the training sessions, they can just go and sit by the pool if they want. They can relax, drink a cocktail, read a book, whatever they want. But if they want to attend the training, they're perfectly welcome to as well. So it's up to you, it's up to them. But what some couples will do is, if they're an annual member of Stride, they know that they have 2 of these. So they might attend one of them, that's for couple A, person A, and then the next one they might go to 6 months or 8 months later is for the guest. It's a topic they're interested in. So you can take turns. You can go to one for you and then one for them. Okay, now of course there's a gym with an incredible view of the Pacific Ocean. Now this room, this is one of the nicer rooms. This is your King Suite Deluxe, king size bed. It's a bigger room. You walk out onto the balcony and about 30 meters away, your toes will touch the beach sand. It's right on the beach, incredible views. In peak season, this rents out for over $500 a night. In just a moment, I'm going to tell you how you can make sure you and your guest get this room when you come to a seminar vacation. Now, every room has an espresso machine. Every room will have in-room dining. If you have any special dietary requirements, just tell us and we will accommodate you. That's the great thing about having a smaller resort to host these at. You can get plenty of one-on-one service and attention, and we'll make sure both you and your guest are very happy. Now, when it comes to accommodation, you got 2 options. You've got the private villas. Now, these are very popular with couples. They're cozy. Some have said they're romantic. They're great for couples. So if you're coming on an anniversary or as a gift or a surprise to your spouse or your partner, you might want to consider a villa. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit bigger with 2 queen-size beds or a king-size bed, then you're going to want to go for one of our luxury suites. Now, all rooms have either garden views or ocean views. The ocean views go to annual members, and it's based on longevity in the program. Meaning if you become a member today, you will get preference over someone who becomes a member tomorrow or next week. Okay, now here's why you need to take action right now. The price. The price right now is the lowest it's ever going to be. That I will guarantee you. That I'm saying here on camera. This is going to be recorded. It's on my YouTube record. The price that I'm about to tell you to become an annual member of Stride, it's available now, but it will not be available forever. Very soon it will be going up, and you'll understand why when I show it to you. Right now, it doesn't even cover cost. I'm doing it this low for founding members as an incentive to get involved today instead of next year. So it's a big discount, but it won't last forever. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that room I showed you, the one that's over $500 per night in peak season, King Suite Ocean Deluxe, that goes to you based on are you an annual member and based on your longevity in the program. So if you become a member today, you will be first in line to get that compared to someone who gets involved next month, for example. So let's get to price. Before we get to price, let's talk about value. Let's talk about the value of one of these seminar vacations. 7 days, 6 nights, everything included for you and your guest. What's the value of that? Let's think about that. When was the last time you went to a tropical beachfront destination? You stayed at a 4-star, 5-star resort for a whole week. What did you spend on the accommodation? This room that you see here, this is over $500 per night in peak season. It's the nicest room. It's enormous. It's very comfortable. It's recently refurbished. It's a stunning room, and it's right on the Pacific Coast, beachfront destination, incredible views. So this is over $500 per night. So we're talking about you and your guests being here for 6 nights. So that's over $3,000. Add in the airport transfers as well. From the airport to here, that's $100 each way. So already we're at $200,000 and $3,000 in value just for those 2 items. Now on top of that, then we have all the food. I want you to think about the last time you took someone to a fancy restaurant. Could have been your spouse or your partner, whoever it was, and you ordered an entree, a mains, a dessert, a bottle of wine, a cocktail or 2, and they bring you the bill. How often is it over $100? Pretty often, right? Now, if you're here for 7 days dining at a beachfront restaurant, 7 days, 3 meals a day for 2 people, what do you think you could spend on food? I mean, if we're talking $50, $75 per meal times 3 times 7 days, we're close to $1,000. So we're going to put $1,000 just for food. You could actually spend a lot more than that. And now add in all the activities. You got zip lining. You've got ATVs, you've got waterfall tours, you've got sunset cruises, you've got chocolate coffee tasting, you've got bar hopping tours, you've got National Park Manuel Antonio tours, you've got whitewater rafting, I think I said zip lining. What else? There's quite a few of them. Okay, now that's for you, that's for your guest. Every day there's numerous activities. Surf lessons on the beach, yoga lessons on the beach. Add all of that up. What do you think you could spend on activities for 2 people? I'm going to tell you what you could spend. You could easily spend over $1,000. Easily. You could actually probably spend closer to $2,000. But let's call it $1,000. So you add that up. And then add in the fact that at the end of this, you're going to get professional photos of you and your guest, professional videos that you can have these memories of these events. And when you're experiencing the activities, you can be 100% in the moment. You don't have to be taking out your phone while you're flying through the air on the zip lines trying to get a selfie. You can enjoy the experience, be in the moment, and my team they'll capture the whole thing, and then at the end you get the professional photos, videos. Add in another $1,000 for that. You add all of that up, that's over $6,000. Now we're forgetting something here. We haven't included the training. 5 hours a day, you're here in this training room. So for example, this first one in January, that would be on video editing. So you could come to that, you could go to another one. But the training that you get over the 7 days, you and your guest, I've seen seminars that are 7 days long, just the seminar alone for over $10,000, just the training alone. Okay, now you're getting all of that training as well, so you add that in. So it's $6,000 for the whole experience plus the training. We can comfortably call it over $10,000 for one seminar vacation in value. That's not what you're going to pay. You're going to get a much, much better deal than that. I'm going to tell you in just a moment. But I want to just frame this so we can put this in perspective. That's one seminar vacation. As an annual member, you get 2 of those. You get 2 of those. So now we're at over $20,000 in value. Let's say that this was $20,000. Would it still be worth it to have 2 of these that you could look forward to? Perhaps. Perhaps it might be to you. Would it be worth at least half of that amount? $10,000. I think absolutely. At that point, yes, that's starting to sound pretty good. Here's what I'm going to do for founding members. Okay, I'm just going to cut right to the chase here. So for founding members, to get 2 of those events and a whole year's worth of access to the Strive platform, all the online courses, all the ones we've done so far, and all the ones we're going to do over the next year, it's just $2,970. $2,970. Think about that for a moment. $2,970. For less than $3,000, you are getting 2 7-day, 6-night, all-inclusive holidays to a tropical beachfront destination. Getting 2 of those, and you've got 18 months to use them. One of them should be a lot more than $3,000. One of them, if you were to go and do that yourself, go to a holiday beachfront destination in Costa Rica, you would spend a lot more than $3,000 on an equivalent 1-week holiday. You're getting 2 of those for less than $3,000. Now, this is for founding members, and this is also the reason why when I tell you this is temporary, believe me, I really mean it. We're going to be putting the prices up very soon, but we're doing this for founding members just as an extra incentive to get involved right now. Now, if you want to move forwards with this, if you want to lock in that discount, here's what you're going to do. It's very simple. Open up a new tab right now and go and type in striveseminars.com/apply. striveseminars.com/apply. It's right here, striveseminars.com/apply. Now, when you get to that page, it's going to look just like this. Okay, so just open that up now so you can see what I'm referring to. striveseminars.com/apply. And I want you to go ahead, enter your name, enter your email. It's going to ask you for your phone number. That's going to come directly to me. And then in about 2 minutes from right now, as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to go to my Skype. I'm going to go to my email. I'm going to check for my notifications. And I'm going to start calling people back. So if you fill it out right now, you'll be ahead of the queue. I'll call you back in about 2 minutes from right now. striveseminars.com/apply. Fill that out. It'll take you 30 seconds, and then I'll be calling you in about 90 seconds from right now. When I do call you, we're just going to have a conversation about this. I'm going to ask you some questions about it. You can ask me some questions about it. If we have a good fit, if you're comfortable to move forwards and you've got all your questions answered, and I'm comfortable as well, if we have a good fit, you can move forwards. If not, no problem. There's no obligation, no high pressure sales tactic or anything like that. It's just me calling you. We're going to have a relaxed conversation about it. striveseminars.com/apply. If you fill this out now, you can get the deal that I just mentioned for less than $3,000, 2 epic holiday experiences that you have 18 months to use, each 7 days, 6 nights, you and a guest, different topics for each one, and you're going to love these experiences. You will remember these experiences for the rest of your life. I promise you that. Every day is going to be action-packed. You're going to have an incredible time. But really, you're going to get more value, I think, out of the online membership. All of these courses that you're going to have access to, some will be for you, some won't be. But the ones that are for you, you're going to be able to watch. They'll be produced at a professional level, and you'll have access to them for the entire next year. Okay, so striveseminars.com/apply. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to start calling people back. So fill out that form, and I'll call you in just a moment. All right, thanks very much. See you soon.